dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah! Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody gonna die today. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. It's a real good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to
Good morning, wife. How you doing?
Great. It's
Awesome.
8 in-person agent meetings today, so I'm super excited
Good. I'm glad for
to
that.
see our wonderful agents.
That's amazing. Well, thank
Yeah.
you guys for joining us on a Wednesday. I can't stop, won't stop Wednesday, but it starts right here. First thing in the morning. The first topic is going to be Uponor plumbing. So we will go over that, a quick overview of what it is and are we using it here locally, and we'll talk about
I'd never
some
heard of
different
it.
items. I know, it was new to me, so I was excited to learn about it.
Yep.
And the rental market, we'll give an update on that as how it's currently going and what we're seeing. We have received some feedback, and I think it's wise to kind of hand this out so that you could discuss it with some of your clients.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you guys for hopping on and joining us this morning. We're going to get started because we know we have a busy day.
Yep, and then reminder for agents to bring their computers and bring their devices, everything's set up, your table's ready.
Yep.
And we'll be sharing stuff on the screen, and it should be a great time.
It'll be
Super
a great
excited
time.
about that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Uponor plumbing. We're going to discuss that and what is it. So realtors need to know about the latest things that are going on in homes, right? And this is a different and unique plumbing system, and it's a way of doing it. And we'll discuss it from a realtor perspective. What is it? How is it better? And we want to also see it in action. So we'll discuss some of those things, and we're going to share a video and a link and all of that stuff here in just 1 second.
I'm curious, you guys, how they came up with this name.
Yeah,
Strange.
well, I don't actually know that. I don't know if it's a family name, a location, or what that happens to be. But let's go ahead and share the screen here, Omkar. Chat in this link for us, and we'll go to their website and kind of take a look through this. So this is a newer plumbing system, but the pipe has memory. So I'm going to ask Omkar maybe to go ahead and play the video while I talk and blow it up. Maybe mute the sound so we don't have that going on, and then show it. But what we have with this plumbing system is it's a flexible thing, kind of like PEX, but it has a memory, and it's rigid. So it's really, really pretty cool stuff. And as it goes together, it locks, and it seals, and it's tight. And it uses way less connections than a traditional plumbing system. So it runs through your house.
They look really thin, which is interesting to me, right? Like how...
So if we stop it right there for just 1 second, Omkar, what this actually does is it goes ahead and takes and uses 1/3 of the connections of a typical plumbing system. And so as we see it going through, it has like a hub and spoke system that as it goes through, it's using a lot less connectors, and then it's feeding off of that. So we get the hot water and the cold water serving all of those different locations and less home runs. So it means less opportunity for failure. And then what it also does is the connections on how they click in and how they're sealed, they can't be undone. If anyone else has used that shark bites, how it kind of like can't be undone. This is the same thing. So once it's in there, it's connected and it won't fail.
Yep.
And then if it's bent, kinked, froze, it has a memory and it expands, but it comes right back.
Yeah.
And you can like burn it and you'll see it move and mold, and then it just comes right back afterwards. It's really impressive stuff.
Yep.
And we had a super premium builder in Montana that was showing this to us, and I was very impressed with it. I regret that I didn't take some samples and bring them back to be able to show off some of these examples. Maybe it's something
we'll start to see in our new construction here.
I think we will, because it's kind of like PEX.
It's pretty efficient. I don't know, cost-wise, maybe you'll see them.
It's a little bit more expensive, but
homes.
it's much, much better. It's far superior. And they help you and lay the whole thing out for you. But so just with less opportunities for failure is a really, really big deal.
I wonder if you'd get a better insurance rate.
I don't know. We're going to have to kind of look at that. Yeah, they're going to show, how exactly this works here. And, this video you will be able to take a look at on your own.
Yeah.
And kind of walk through it.
But it's good to be aware of different components like that.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's PEX plumbing. And they're like, no, it's not. It's like way better. And he was very specific with me on it not being PEX.
If any of you are going on any new construction appointments, I would bring this up and ask them, are you, what kind of plumbing are you guys using? What kind of plumbing fixtures? I think it would be interesting to know if anybody is using that here.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yeah, so it would be something that I would be extremely interested in the property for ourselves if we were doing that at this exact moment. I would probably seriously consider that. Yeah. So there you go. A quick overview of it. And any other questions on that, Shana?
I don't have any.
Okay.
But thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it's always important to stay on top of the new trends and understand what's going on. And it seems like it's not a big deal, but all of a sudden if you let some of these technologies pass you by or you don't know why they're going on or what's happening in new construction, then it's an issue.
Well, you think the PVC is how big, and this is so small. So when you're replacing even, could be a lot less invasive. I don't know, just thinking.
And because of that, it makes it much easier because it has, where it starts is at the front of it, you could put on the whole home water softener, or water treatment, or ionization, or pick any one of those words that you want.
Yep.
UV and treat your water before it goes all the way through the home.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Good stuff.
There you go.
All right, moving on.
Covered. Rental market update for January of 2022. That's Shana Acquisto. She's a luxury real estate broker. She has certain feelings on rentals, and I have different opposing views on that one. So we're going to talk through it.
But we have compromised this year, right?
And on this, we're going to talk about the effects that this is going to have on first-time home buyers. We're going to talk about where rents are compared to what they were in 2021, maybe a year ago, where we think they'll be in the future going on.
And how you could take advantage of this opportunity.
And what does it mean to you as a realtor or your clients?
Yep.
All right, so let's dive in. Let's specifically start with an article that is mentioned here, so we'll be fact-based, and we'll chat this link into you. And we'll have Omkar share it on the screen for us.
Yeah. So in talking with that, I have someone I know that is renting an apartment in Frisco.
Okay.
And she's been there for 2 years.
Yes.
And her rent is going up as of February, I think, it's going up $400 a month. That is huge. That will that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. So you want to stay in the same place, but there's no cap on what they can do as a landlord.
Well,
right?
if property values have went up so substantially, right?
And costs and inflation, I guess, and taxes, right? So, that's something to think about. If somebody's rent is going up that significant, I feel like it's a time for them to consider purchasing, right? You should consider getting pre-approved and see where you are. And then it brings up the affordability. Where can I afford something at this price? And we're going to talk about that more in our agent meetings today. But there are places you just have to change your mindset and expand your search.
Yep, and get in your car and drive further.
Yeah.
It's about what it comes down to.
Yep.
And the issue here is that home prices went up. Right? So now rental prices are going to go up as well. And imagine all the people that want to be first-time home buyers, but have to put this off because they can't afford and they can't pay over market price. So it's creating this huge glut of all of these different properties. And yesterday we talked about how a lot of the iBuyer programs are selling their homes specifically to institutional investors who are then renting them out and playing the longer-term game to rent them and wait for appreciation and for them to go up in value and then for them to sell them long term.
So our son Tanner is moving. He lives in Manhattan and he is changing apartments, right? And there is a law there that the landlords, not everybody does this, but they get like an incentive for doing this, that there's a cap on what they'll raise the rent. So the people can stay in the rentals longer. But even if
I'm fundamentally opposed to that.
Someone cannot afford to purchase, then you have to explore where are these rentals that they can afford, right? So
yeah, that sounds like some real liberal stuff that's going on there in New York City or other places where they have rent controls and the government's involved and telling you what you can and can't do. Not exactly what I'm interested in, nor what goes on here in the state of Texas. Right,
but there is, going up $400 a month, that's huge. But
as a homeowner, I want to make sure that I'm able to maximize exactly what my property is worth and not have somebody else tell me what I can or can't do with it or what's going on.
You're right.
If I own the property, right, and I invested the money and own it, why would a different person tell me what it should be based on, it feels right for that
right,
other
but
person?
in a home,
yes.
You have appreciation. I guess in the same sense, you can't go back and say you shouldn't be charging this. You shouldn't be listing this home for this. It's not, it's not right. It's gone up 26% or whatever it is.
And it holds down the value of property if the income from it can't go up in lockstep with what the true market value is.
Yeah. But the bottom line is we're seeing a lot of change, and a lot of people who live in our area may be priced out and have to expand and go out. And, maybe this is where you can step in and offer assistance.
Yeah, or specifically if you now know about this situation, you can be proactively reach out to people and say, hey, let's, instead of waiting till the time when everyone else is going to move in May, June, March, right when in the spring, let's get on it now and have you try to buy a home now rather than later and preemptively do this.
Yeah.
And Tanner specifically started looking at moving because 1 year ago, the rental rate was going to be less if he moved and locked in a rate.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, he didn't. And he opted
waited,
out of their lease and does it. And I'm like, that's kind of like a risky proposition.
Yeah. But, it is what it is. And now it's significantly more, and it changed to where they were able to move. So
he changed locations.
Yep.
And now he lives in Harlem.
True story. But it's nice, you guys.
It's the better part of it's the better part of Harlem, okay?
Is.
So just think about that for a minute.
It's not too far from where he was originally by Columbia, so.
If your child ever tells you that they're moving to the nice part of Harlem and you can keep a straight face, then I'm proud of you.
Okay. There you go. Close it out.
Well, that's a wrap for us. We're punctual and getting out of here on time. We will see everybody relatively shortly.
Yep. So show up by 10, get your seat, have your computer, be ready to go.
Yes.
Agent-led meeting. So this is a collaborative meeting. We want everybody to be fresh and provide a lot of input. This is good for all of us.
Okay. And then you'll log in on the computer and get the remote people access as well. So Megan and Anna can log in, and Stacy.
And Stacy. Stacy's not able to be here today, but she will be.
So in that situation, you'll be going to Zoom meeting with Shana.com.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to log in if you are joining us remotely for that specific meeting. Agents, we do want you here in person.
Yes.
If there's some extreme situation that you're like held up in your room and you can't leave for whatever reason that would happen to be, then that would be your opportunity to join remotely. But we're doing it in person at your request. So we would really appreciate everyone being present.
Yes. All right. See you guys soon.
Good time to remind people that we do take attendance at these events.
Two topics upon our plumbing system.
Plumbing system.
Yep.
I don't have anything, Brittez.
Anything like.
No, I don't have like.
Do you have a wrench somewhere?
Have what?
A wrench. I do have a wrench somewhere. Let me grab that.
I got it.
That was actually pretty good.
Good idea.
You know where the wrench is? Sean knows where the wrench is. Just think about that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Plumbing comes with a wrench, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good.
Harlem is not a good part of what exactly though? I didn't.
I don't know. Just I would have to say you'd have to Google it.
I'd probably do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of cracked me up. Gene says there is a nice part of Harlem.
Pliers and a screwdriver.
No problem.
I couldn't find them in any.
Very close. Yeah, screwdriver is not really a plumbing thing.
I know, but that could be.
You can hold this.
Now.
Okay. I was so ready to be super impressed by you.
Well,
with no
put them in the right
wrench.
spot, and you would have been. There's no wrenches in any of the drawers.
It's down and lower to the right
Oh,
because all the plumbing stuff's together.
Okay.
No issue. And a rental market update.
Calculator. He always tells me calculator if I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Now.
Okay.
Home car. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Microphone.
Yes.
It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move